If you remember where he's teaching her how to dance, she has her arm up, and he runs his hand down her arm, and she starts to giggle, and he gets so pissed off. That was real. The director was so great because he kept the camera rolling.
So I just interviewed the producer of Dirty Dancing. Her name's Linda Gottlieb, and she's got just the best story of perseverance. So Linda got the script, she got the director, and she was shopping this idea around Hollywood, but no one would touch it.
The studios were run by men. The comments that I got there were so funny, Julian. They said, it's too soft. It's too small. These are men, right? Soft, small, hello, hello. They want the big, hard movies.
Finally, she managed to raise a tiny little budget, $4.5 million, and they started shooting. But Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey, the lead actors, they kept fighting the whole time.
And I think they just didn't like each other. Actually, when it came down to some of the scenes of kissing, she ran off the set and she said, oh, I hate the way he kisses.
Finally, the film was finished, but then it bombed in all of the test screenings.
They showed the movie to this person who did Beverly Hills 90210. And they said, well, what do you think? When he said, burn the negative and collect the insurance. He thought it was a disaster.
But still, Linda persisted, and she got it into just a few cinemas, and people started to watch it, and word of mouth took hold, and then a miracle happened.
I was in California driving in a rented car down Rodeo Drive, and on the soundtrack on the radio came Time of My Life. And I started screaming, and I had to pull the car over and stop. I started crying. I began to realize that it was this tsunami building.
That is our very inspiring story on the podcast this week. Check it out.